Yo, you had that shit so fucking loud, my ears were bleeding and I couldn't hear myself. God damn. You would not believe how loud that bullshit was here in the studio. Like, I felt my chair vibrating. He did that on purpose. Oh, man. Welcome, everybody, to Hot Tag Takes. We are here. We are live. I am your host, John BRECKO, and I am very, very excited for this show. Shout out to Ruben, as always. We were just talking about taking our cars to the shop, and his head looks like he came out of a fucking car wash. God damn, what is that? Like, do you put shoe polish on that shit? Like, what are you doing with your head, man, to get it that shiny? What's going on?
John, I just do it so I could blind you.
Like, do you just rub it on SpongeBob SquarePants? Do you just go into the ocean and go into Patrick's house?
See, you hear the jealousy there?
Yeah, I see.
I'm very jealous of his bald head.
Yeah, I know.
That's exactly the thing I'm jealous of. Out of all the things I could pick in the world to be jealous, is Ruben's haircut.
Yeah.
It's the Jeff Bezos in the front, Jimi Hendrix in the back look that don't make no damn sense. That's what I choose to be jealous of with my day.
That's right.
Ruben, how are you, man?
Oh man, I'm doing great, man. You know, got 4 movies. I got 1 film that's in 4 film festivals. 2 are in London right now.
Big.
Beautiful.
Yeah, so we're gonna wait and see. Hopefully, we get a prize.
Nice.
For that.
I love
And actually, what we're gonna be doing is I want to make a little special announcement on your show.
Let's do it.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, on June 6th through the
Drum
8th, we're doing a fundraiser down in, you know what? I should have the information in front of me before I read this. Right? I was trying to do it by memory, but anyway.
Yo, this sounds like me trying to make an announcement, man.
I know,
What are we
right?
doing here?
Let me see. I'm sorry. I know. Wait, hold on a minute.
And his phone's going off during the
My
show
phone's going
too.
off,
His unprofessional self.
I know, right?
You want to talk about unprofessional though? It's definitely not the setup he has to the left of me. Like, this shit is beautiful. Like, he's got lights, he's got tables.
I'm a little ill prepared. Give me a second. I didn't mean to. I just thought about it.
But since we're talking about it, before we get
Yeah.
to introducing the guest tonight, who I'm very excited to have on, you said you've got films. You said you've got films and festivals in London, and where else?
Okay. Well, we got 2 in New York and 2 in London. We're waiting to hear back.
That's awesome.
That was
Big.
submitted.
Yeah, that's huge, man.
Yeah, and there's that one movie I was doing in London that they couldn't. Unfortunately, they couldn't find an editor. So that's the one I did.
Mm-hmm.
And as you know, it's already May, so we got about almost 2.5 months for the my first feature film that I was in coming out.
Wow.
What's the movie you did with J-Lo recently, man?
Oh, it was Office Romance.
Okay, that's what it
nice.
was.
Yeah.
I remember
Yeah.
you telling me about it, but I didn't remember what
Yeah,
it was.
I only had one J. One J.
Like, it's probably because it was about J-Lo and romance.
J-Lo and romance. That's
Yo,
right.
who do you think would write a song about you first if you broke their heart? Taylor Swift or Jennifer Lopez?
Taylor Swift.
All right. I just
Taylor
wanted to ask that to make sure.
Taylor Swift.
Like, yo, if she breaks it off with Travis Kelce, we got to get a whole album, bro.
Oh, I'm telling you, man. I'm trying to make my way up
Like,
there.
she was there for 2/3 of the 3-piece.
She'll be my rich side hoe.
Right.
That's what it is. She'll be your sugar mama. Is that
That's
right?
right. Yeah, she'll be my sugar
Listen,
mama.
if you could be Travis Kelce's sugar mama, like, you're doing something right, bro.
That's
like,
right.
a sugar mama for an
Sugar
NFL
mama
player.
and
That is wild.
Wow, that's right.
No,
No, I'm excited for this year. I know as time gets closer, when Happy Gilmore 2 comes out, I'm very excited about that when that comes out.
I'm gonna say that I'm gonna be looking for you in the background, but I'm gonna forget
You know what?
when it comes out.
I got to tell you. I was reading an article about it. One of the guys were on there, just making sure quick. I actually saw one of the scenes I was in, but you can't see me because it's a closer shot on the guy. It's
I
a
could
photograph.
probably see John Cena better than you.
Probably. Oh yeah, definitely. But you know what? I wish I had more time with J-Lo than I did with Adam Sandler.
Listen, how can I see John Cena better than you when you got a bigger bald spot than he does? What's going on, man?
Because John Cena is famous.
That's also true.
I'm not.
No, but we've got a very special guest
Yes,
on
yes,
tonight.
welcome,
I'm
welcome,
very
welcome.
excited to have this guy on. Amazingly talented. From the area as well. We're located in Mercer County for those who don't know. But very excited to have this man on. Super talented hip-hop artist, rapper, lyricist. I love bringing people on the show. It doesn't matter the genre when their lyrics mean something. And every word this guy writes in his songs, what I checked out from Instagram, what I checked out earlier today from what he sent me last night, everything he writes means something. So ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Cookski!
Appreciate you, man. That's a beautiful introduction, man. Appreciate that.
Listen, man, I'm happy to have you on the show. I've been looking forward to this for a while now. How are you, man? How is everything?
Life is good, man. I can't complain, but I'm not. Life is good.
Man, if you could complain, nobody would fucking listen to it anyway.
That's why I won't do it.
You know what I mean? I got a lot of shit I could complain about too.
Right,
so
right.
And I'm pretty sure I was doing that about my car already. So
You and I both. Jesus Christ.
yeah, man. No, we were talking earlier, and I got a second job because what I do for a living now is I'm a swim instructor, right? And I wanted to get a couple things off the ground, including personal training. I got into lifeguarding first. I want to be able to teach that as well as other people to become swim instructors as well.
Okay.
You know, that way, you know, I could teach and open things up for people and help them in different areas that, you know, I wasn't really thinking of before. So I want to be able to expand that for myself and coach and teach others up to be able to, you know, do things they didn't think about before, because this wasn't something that I grew up doing. I wanted to get into this, actually.
Got it.
And what ended up happening was I got a job that didn't work out, and it put me, my girlfriend at the time, now wife, in a real bad spot. And that's what I ended up turning to, and eventually it led to me teaching kids how to swim and having to deal with tantrums at 7:30 at night before I come here. So, no, but
I'm gonna have to holler at
it's
you,
been
though.
good, man. It's been a beautiful thing to watch. I love getting to help not just kids but adults as well too. So
Yeah, that's
I've
why I
been
said
enjoying
I need to holler at you, because I've tried swimming lessons about 4
it.
times. All right, so I can swim. I can get from
Okay.
point A to point B,
Right.
but I cannot stay stationary.
Okay, so you
Absolutely
can't
not.
tread, basically.
Absolutely not.
So
bro.
what I tell people actually a lot of times is treat it like you're riding a bike. So you listen.
I've
hear
heard
me
that
out.
so many times.
Hear me out,
dog.
though.
All right.
So, you know, treat it like riding a bike, like you're pushing the pedals, push off the water, and you want to use your arms as well. What I personally like doing is I like doing it one at a time. And if you've never tried this before, try to tilt your head back and look at the sky when you start. All right? Keep your feet under you and do that with your arms, and see if you can do it for at least a little bit. Because when you put your head back at first, it gives you a little bit of an easier time floating,
Okay.
because it can help keep you up.
Okay.
So a lot of times when kids are starting to learn how to swim, I'll have them kick, I'll have them do doggy paddle, and especially when you have trouble making it to the edge, you learn to turn on your back. So that way, if point A to point B is very far, you could turn on your back as many times as you need to,
Right,
and
and
you
rest.
could be safe in the water.
Got you.
That way, you can get to wherever you're going, no matter how far that is. Just keep doing that when you start getting tired.
I wish I
But-
met you a couple years ago, because this all sounds great. After like $2,000.
I will say this though, a lot of the pools that I teach in are around like 5 feet, so it might be tough.
Yeah.
Because you'll be hitting the bottom of the pool.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Yeah.
Which that's the thing that I've seen with most adults that holds them back,
Okay.
because you know they keep hitting the floor. It's one thing to tell somebody not to hit the floor. It's another thing for them to actually do that.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and most adults kind of get tired of doing the same thing before, you know, that happens.
Right.
But what I will say is this: if you know, keep going back and forth, if you learn to get from point A to point B and just try to take it a little bit farther each time, sometimes that actually helps.
Okay.
So there's also that. But I will say this, you blew a lot of money on swimming lessons, but I've been seeing you in Urge a couple times. That's the gym around here that I've been going to. I got to find a new gym, by the way, because this driving shit from New Egypt all the way to the gym, that's not going to cut it.
Yeah, you might as well just go before or after work.
See, man, I'm trying to look for something 24 hours, around there.
Of course, yeah.
Like, that way, you know, I can maybe drive 10, 15 minutes max.
Right.
And I could get home at 1 o'clock in the morning. And
what time do you wake up?
So it depends on if I'm going to my other job during the day at Hillsborough.
Gotcha. Okay. So
if I have that,
in the morning,
it could be 11
crazy.
like it was today.
Yeah.
You know, so I wake up around 9. It could be like 7 in the morning.
Jesus.
I got to find some time to go to the gym, though.
Yeah, I feel you.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we going to make it work regardless, but I just want to find some shit that's closer. That way I get that little bit of extra shit.
Yeah, I feel it. Yeah, of course. You kidding me? I couldn't operate like that.
Yeah, man. Yo, but let's talk about the gym, though. So what got you wanting to start going to the gym, and what's your favorite body part to hit?
Shit, I was fat years ago. I think very fat after college. Instead of freshman 15, I did 30.
Oh, yeah.
Easily.
No, that was me, too.
Unlimited meal plan, swipes, and the chefs on campus.
Oh, you had unlimited swipes?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you must have been really wilding out.
Yeah, I was wilding out. And I was smoking a lot of weed. Yeah, I wasn't playing ball anymore, and I was not active. It was just drinking, smoking, and eating.
It's that first year of college, right?
It was crazy.
Oh, my God. No, because I was in the same boat. Like, you get on your own for a little bit.
Yeah.
And, you don't know what to do with it when you're, 18, 19 years old. Because I was in the same boat. I didn't know what to do with it once I had that little bit of freedom myself. And the same shit happened to me. I almost flunked out.
Oh, I did that.
I'm surprised I didn't.
I almost did on my second year, too. Literally. I had all Fs and 1 D. The D saved me. Crazy. Pause.
That could mean a lot of things, man.
Yeah, I said pause. That was wild.
Oh, man. But, you know, it was after that first year, you know, I came home and, you know, I started thinking about it a little bit more. Where'd you go to school, man?
I went to Rutgers. Well, first I went to St. John's, Staten Island campus, and then I left out of there. Shit was expensive as hell. And then I went to Rutgers.
So Rutgers is where you started partying less?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, he didn't want to get caught on that Snapchat. That's why.
Nah, not even that. I just was I was kind of over it after the first year.
Yeah.
I was over it.
Nah, yeah, because shit starts getting out of hand and you start getting tired.
And that was a much bigger school, so it was crazy overwhelming. And plus, it was in my hometown. I had lived there. After I left Trenton, I went up there for a little bit in New Brunswick and lived there. And I had all my friends off campus, so for me, I just hung out with them.
All right.
Yeah.
That's not too bad actually.
Yeah.
It's just surprising to hear that that's the school where somebody parties less.
Yo, it just,
you know what I mean?
Well, for me personally, St. John's, academically, at least my first year was easy.
A lot of times when it's a smaller school, though,
yeah.
You know, it's a lot more of an intimate environment. Because I went to St. Peter's. There was only a few thousand kids there when I was going.
And on that campus, because St. John's is huge, but on the Staten Island campus, you get apartments. That's how small it is. I had a 2-bedroom apartment.
Yeah.
And, it was much more intimate, and, I had mad time to focus and study. But when I went to Rutgers, it was, 5 campuses. There's unlimited food. It was crazy. So, for me, I just kind of chilled out.
Yeah, nah, I get that. 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, but, so, you started going to the gym when you were at St. John's. You put on that freshman 15.
30.
So, yeah, freshman 30. I was trying to bring it back down for you a little bit.
It's okay. It's okay. We got over the hump. So it's all good.
Literally.
Yeah.
What's your favorite body part to hit, man?
Back.
Back?
Yeah.
You like deadlifts?
Yeah, I do.
I do.
Yeah.
I deadlifted today, actually.
Now, I saw the numbers you was putting up. I saw some of the vids, man.
Listen, I've been feeling good on deadlifts lately. Today, I was a little tired, a little stressed out, so it took a little bit of a dip, but we'll get that back next week. Cause I was hitting it back up. I got 455 for that double last time I did.
Nice.
So
nice.
You know, I want to try to keep hitting stuff.
Yeah.
Yo, Ruben, we gotta talk to Ruben for a second, man.
Yo.
Yeah, this man's over here sleeping.
Yeah, well, he's laid back.
What do you want, man?
You want to know why? Cause Ruben hasn't been in the gym with us up at Hillsboro lately.
Yeah, I know. I've been busy.
Yeah, that's why.
That's right.
Oh, okay. See, he making excuses.
Nah, he's doing big. He's doing big things.
Yeah, I've been busy.
He's doing big things, man. That's what's up.
But no. I started running a strongman class out of there.
Wow, get out of
Up
here.
in a place called Savage City Strength in Hillsboro.
Yeah.
Yo, you missed the last class, man. Though the last one was lit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, people were squatting. You remember David's girlfriend Jess?
Yeah.
She PR'd on keg carry. She carried a 100-pound keg.
Oh, wow.
Across the gym. A lot of beautiful shit was going on in there, bro.
Oh,
Zaki got a new sandbag up.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, man.
Oh,
No,
man.
we had a good time, man.
Wow.
Yeah, people were squatting in there. It was beautiful.
There. You know, if I can make it across the room, you know, I gotta take my 2-minute breaths in between.
I ain't mad at you. No, but for me, it's probably
that's great, man. That's great.
For me though, it's probably either back or it's shoulders because I've always enjoyed pressing.
Yeah.
When I first got good at it in the gym, I did what a lot of people did. I liked the bench press.
Yeah.
But then, you know, as I started, you know, wanting to delve into personal training a little bit more because I had the experience of working out because I started back when I was playing football in high school.
Got it.
And then I just never stopped.
Yeah.
So it made me want to, you know, get better at some other things. It made me want to work out my legs more, of course. I'm still playing catch up with my legs a little bit. I'm not going to lie. You know, but, you know, there was that. And, you know, it also wanted me to become involved with strongman a little bit, at least do like some of the workouts. Because I wanted to bring a class over at another place I was working at. And unfortunately, it didn't work out, but it was a good change of pace for me. And I got to learn pressing movements that I had never done before.
Right.
Like, yo, if you ever try a Viking press,
I've never.
at any point in your life,
Yeah.
like it's so good for your shoulders, but my upper back was on so much fucking fire you wouldn't believe it.
Press? So
You could do it. You could do it in a gym too. It's a bitch to set up, but how you do it in a gym that doesn't have it, you can take two barbells. You could put them both in each hand. Like you need like an attachment for it, and you need like a platform.
Okay.
But what you do from there, you lift it up here, kind of in like a front rack position.
Right.
You dip down with it a little bit, and then you press it up. And you're at a little bit of an angle, so you're going forward a little bit.
Okay.
So that's probably where the back comes from.
Hell yeah, of course.
You know what I mean? My upper back was on fire. My shoulders were on fire after that. Yeah, no, it's been a good change of pace, man, honestly. So I do want to talk about your music a little bit. We have some music queued up for when we're ready to play it. You sent me about 4 different songs. I got the chance to listen to them today, and, you know, what we talked about in the intro a little bit is your lyrics mean something, man. Like, I've listened to a lot of the stuff you post on Instagram as well as your music, and you talked about a lot of real shit, not only in your songs, but, you know, just stuff you rap about in interviews and just that you post as well. So this is a little bit of a two-parter. How did you first get in, you know, to the rap game, and how did you, like, start making songs where your lyrics meant something? So I'm sure, like, the art of it came first, and then the lyrics came after. So
initially just a general love of hip hop and cracking jokes really as a kid. Like I've been rapping for a long time, but trying to be an artist probably not until the last like 2.5 years.
I don't mean to interrupt you this quick, but what's the difference? Can you tell me what the difference is?
A rapper is somebody who technically puts words together.
Okay.
An artist, in my opinion, is a person who uses those mechanics but has a bigger vision with what they're doing
Okay.
to either push a narrative or build a community with it.
Okay. Got it. So a rapper can just pretty much talk about anything, and an artist has something behind it, basically.
Yeah, a rapper could just, I mean, you can just put words together and be technically sound at rapping.
You could fucking rap about Sesame Street. You could call yourself a rapper.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man. No, but so how did you feel like you started becoming an artist? So you started, as a rapper, cracking jokes, throwing words together.
Yeah.
Where did you see yourself becoming an artist just on this journey?
When I started, actually stopped trying to be a rapper, meaning getting rid of like the technical, saying stuff that's cool, saying witty punchlines,
Right.
which we still do, but
Yeah.
more so pulling away from that and having it be like more of a process where I'm venting, and through me venting on records, because initially it was just like I wasn't really piecing together a full narrative. So and I would say like the songs weren't too appealing at first. These aren't songs that are out right now, but like on the back end or whatever. But after a while, like it just became. It became more so of me being able to put my life on a beat and it sounds dope. And also, not even that, but the more important part is it relates to a bunch of other people.
Yeah. Normally, when you look at the first thing you do, you look at it a few years later, and you're like, God, was that really my fucking voice?
Yeah, I know, my God, bro.
But no, I've been there because I used to do stand up, and I remember looking at myself 2-3 years, into it, and looking at my first set, I was like, God damn, like all this energy, and I didn't have any real shit to talk about that made a whole lot of sense.
Yeah. There's different levels. I mean, like, there's different levels even in that game. Like, there are comedians who just stick to that, but like, there's like, comedians who put on like master classes, masterpieces.
There's open micers. There's people doing bringers.
Right.
There's people doing showcases.
Yeah.
There's people hosting.
Not even just that, but just like their narrative overall. Like, to be funny and still super relatable. It's like I would say it's like my best, like my favorite part of comedy. Who's your favorite comedian? You would say?
No, I love that 100%. Who's your favorite? You first.
Comedian?
Yeah.
I'll be real. It might be like a shocker, but I would say Louis C.K.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people I know that like Louis C.K.
Okay.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
No, yeah. Some of the ones I like. Some of my favorite sets, Gabriel Iglesias, like the one where he came out with Fluffy. That's still a classic to this day.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I've gone back and listened to some Steve Harvey before.
Yeah,
a lot of old Steve Harvey's pretty good.
Yeah, it is. Before the stolen jokes allegation.
Yeah, right.
If you let Cat Williams say it, he'll say that, but I don't know. I can't vouch for that.
Cat Williams said so many things that I can't keep track of it.
Exactly.
Man, that was the, and on the show and on out of all the shows too.
The perfect platform. The perfect platform to do it too.
Yeah. Perfect platform to do it, and the perfect show.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my God, dude. Oh man, but yeah. I lost my train of thought for a little bit right now.
Nah, it's all good. Hey man, talking about comedy, talking about real music, talking about real artists with real authenticity. I say, man.
That's right, man. But. So, what was the first thing you really felt like you were like venting about? Do you remember?
Yeah, I think it was during the pandemic.
People had a lot of shit to vent about at that time.
Yeah, I think like for me personally, as like forget an artist, but like as a person, I won't say I definitely didn't grow up sheltered. Definitely had a lot of issues, but I think I suppressed a lot of things. Didn't really process a lot of things, and I think I came to a point where you had so much isolation during that time.
You start realizing some things.
I started realizing things, and you always was a conspiracy theorist and put those dots together, whatever the case may be. But I started seeing the real struggles of being an adult, and and being alone, and navigating through that time was pretty crazy. So for me, it was eye opening, and like that's when I really started to just talk about the day to day. And that took some time. That took a process of, like, for me personally, where I'm at now with it is, like, I wanted it to be relatable. I wanted it to be a release, but I wanted it to sound dope and, like, be able to bump in the car. That was, like, it took me a year to really figure out that formula.
Okay.
Yeah, it took me a minute. And, like, that's where we're at now. And, like, you know, I'm gearing up for a new album now.
That's what's up.
And that's a little bit more of what we are looking to bring to the table.
I love that.
Yeah.
So you do have 4 different songs
Yeah.
that you sent me. You sent me Men Don't Cry.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember a lot of the titles off the top of my head, so definitely just give me 1 second.
Yeah, just
But again, I listen to this stuff today. Every lyric means something, so make sure you guys are listening to his lyrics. 100% a lyricist. But let's pull these up. So we got Men Don't Cry. That's the title I remember.
I forgot what I sent.
You sent me 5 on it.
Yeah, 5 on it is one of my favorite records.
This is proven I can read, everybody, just in case anybody wanted to know. You sent me Right Now. And then the last one.
I think Right Now is my second best.
And then Rare Form.
Oh, yeah.
He likes that one. I think we know what we're playing first.
Oh, I love them all. I'm going to be honest with you.
Is there a favorite? Is there something you want me to play first?
No, just play Rare Form first. Why not?
All right. Yeah, I got my answer.
Okay.
Ruben.
Yep.
Are you in Rare Form?
I'm only rare when you're in the studio.
See, he hesitated. That's a no. That took him a second. He's still asleep.
Ruben's working on 5D videography now.
Yeah.
He's
That's
in Rare
right.
Form.
Yeah,
Rare
man.
form. Yeah, it is rare form.
That's Rare Form.
And John,
Yeah.
when we discover a new planet and we see you, that's a rare form.
Whatever that new planet is, that's going to be where I'm from. All right? That's a Rare Form.
Here we go. Rare form.
Yeah, Rare Form right here on Hamilton Radio, everybody.
Just trying to be something, you know? And you steady hating from a distance. Niggas just want to do what I do. Even the work in motion is something you want to do, nigga. To get up to bat, make that attempt. But you too scared to put that effort in, nigga. So mind your talk. What I need out of life is nothing that's tangible. I want results back from the shit that I plan to do. I judge a man, not his intentions, but the work he did to get it. He who recognized the restrictions and how he gonna lift them. You stuck in the box, no battle scars and mid condition. I wear multiple hands, life giving out ass whippings. Multiple incomes, search for more, they think I'm tripping. Now I'm this Jenny Craig, I'm trying to scale my business. What you doing, young man? You talking and you gon' live it. No ambition is the commonality, and all my critics, niggas ain't done shit. Judging how others did it. My mission is what I state. Real boss, my job description. You talk, I just listen. I learn and adapt through means. They follow my imprint. I'm really ChatGPT, no roadmap or blueprints that I can even sketch. One word to describe my hustle is just finesse. I take no disrespect, only zealot check. When you come from having less, gotta be better than the best. Round here they bodybuilders, only gon' set rep. Realizing the path ahead for me is my next step. My account on the mic test, homie, that's check. Whenever I get stressed, I realize that I'm blessed. I'm more confident, but less better is doing what you wanna. But I'm confident and better, so take that shit how you wanna, motherfucker. Ayy, I'm a man amongst boys, counting up with grown men. Just so happens we boys. I'm just blowing on the loud, trying to quiet the noise. From the dirt, I had to build it. From the town, it destroyed. I'm a rebel out the ruins. I'm a product of the ghetto. Now the dust is settled, playing fields, I got a level. The higher that I climb, the more risk of a fall. Yeah, I had tunnel vision, came from a hole in the wall. Hey look, I don't like wave jumping or side switching. The joint of this grind that's thriving when mine isn't. Time's ticking, you waiting, time isn't. Like a psychic reader, I'm just minding my business. Niggas taking deals for meals, frankly dog, I applaud you. They stringing you along like guitars and you're being cordial. I'm more boss-minded to buzz you, follow the hive to thrive. While your career dies, making me feel alive. Shouldn't be no surprise, I never will know disguise. Besides, my style was something that's very customized. I cut my own umbilical, meaning I sever ties. The real one is arrived, fell from a hole in the sky. It's gonna be your last words, I hear my name in a song. Beefing to get a view, just hype it is what they doing. Your management said controversy is how you get on. Cause the more seasoned the beef, the more tender the lawn. Hey, I'm a man amongst boys, just so happens we boys. I'm just blowing on it loud, trying to quiet the noise. From the dirt I had to build it, from the town to destroy it. I'm a rebel out the ruins, I'm a product of the ghetto. Now that dust is settled, playing fields, I got a level. The higher that I climb, the more risk of a fall. I had tunnel vision, came from a hole in a wall.
We got lucky, bro.
Yeah.
I could hear my mic until we were back on. Listen, if any of you are ever in the city, absolutely check out places like Dallas BBQ. Absolutely check out Jekyll and Hyde's. I got stabbed by a fork with my wife there because a gargoyle told her to. That's pretty crazy. I never thought that was a sentence that would come out of my mouth until like 2019.
Right.
But you know what? We bought a house and we got a backyard now. So just know I said some fucked up shit if you find me there buried in sections. Anyways, that was Rare Form right here on Hamilton Radio. Cookski is in the studio with us right now. So what I like to do is I like to talk about a little bit about where the song comes from, what it's about. So if you wouldn't mind sharing that with us, I would really appreciate it.
I can tell you where I wrote damn near every song. I wrote that on the
Where you wrote it,
yeah,
okay.
And where I wrote that on the toilet after grocery shopping on a Sunday. Midday.
That's a rare fucking form right there.
No, but seriously, I mean the song was more so me talking about
It was about some shit. That's what it was.
like mostly hip hop, independence, a growth mindset, and just talking more so the independent lane and trying to be a boss and owning everything that I have, man. So
yeah, man.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I did see an interview recently. You were talking about doing it independently and not trying to be part of a label. So, just out of curiosity, because I know there's people that like want control of their stuff. Don't want to have to worry about what a label's going to say to them about pretty much anything. Why do you want to do it independently, since we're on the subject?
Number one is that I don't need the money to live and be comfortable as an adult.
I love that.
I'm good.
Yeah.
I don't need it. I'm not like a young kid with like all these dreams and ambitions. Not saying I don't have those. I definitely do. But I'm not starving to get somewhere, and I don't have to show my ass to do it. No. You know what I mean? So, because what comes with that is like creative control, number one, obviously. And, also just most deals are really shoddy. And like I said, I just don't need a bad deal. If I want a bad deal, I'll go buy a new car.
Yo, listen, because that'll get you from point A to point B. If I'm going to take a bad deal on anything, it's probably going to
get me somewhere. Yeah, that's the only thing that'll get you somewhere these days.
Yeah, man.
But nah, yeah, I mean, like, I just don't need it, and you can do it yourself. There's a certain ceiling, a certain cap, I would say, but realistically, we have plenty of room for growth, and I'm happy doing what we're doing right now.
Yeah, man. No, I love that. I'm pretty much kind of in the same boat, with this. When I started, just putting this together, those dreams and aspirations, that's when they were like a lot bigger. And that's when, I was looking pretty much anywhere to try to find something. And you don't find as much pleasure out of that. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. And, once some shit happens that actually makes you sit back and kind of appreciate it, you're not starving for it. You find fulfillment in other places. And it becomes much more grounded, and it becomes something you enjoy more, which is, I think, the reason why this show has been able to go for this long, basically, because, I've had a chance to be able to grow with it, and I've had a chance to, just kind of mature along with the show. And, talking to you right now is kind of making me think about the journey I've been on, as well this show has been on. I haven't smoked enough weed for this shit, but no, man, I love that. Yeah. And I love the fact that the song was written, just at the same time as you could have been scrolling through YouTube or some shit like that.
Right.
Out here looking at how-to videos
Yeah,
and like,
exactly.
oh shit, this would be a great idea for a
Right,
song.
Exactly.
That's probably where you get a lot of your ideas. Because you know when you just sit there, you start scrolling, you'll be there till your leg falls asleep.
Of course, all the time.
Waking up on one leg, just hobbling out. Like, what happened? I
Exactly.
sat too long.
Right, exactly.
Oh, man. No, but, so you mentioned you can, pretty much tell me, like, where you've been writing everything, why you decided to write it. What was the first thing you wrote about? Not as an artist, but as a rapper. Do you remember?
Ooh, yeah. I was a kid in elementary school. Yeah, elementary school, and I remember one of my friends. You know how like you used to have to walk in a single file line to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was one of those. And my friend,
You would try to be the line leader so you get there first.
my man, so he cracked a joke on one of my other friends, but he made it rhyme, and then
Okay.
everyone started doing it, and I had nothing, and I just got bombed on crazy. I went home and I wrote a bunch of shit, and the next day I just let it fly. I just aired it out on everybody. So like that was my first time rapping.
Then about halfway through the class, he had to look at his piece of paper. Nah, he's cheating, man. Oh man.
That was literally
So
the origin story.
you just literally went through a classroom roast
Yeah, pretty
and
much.
just started going on everybody.
Yeah, exactly.
Yo, I want to do this one day because I haven't done it in a little while, but I want to. I've mentioned it to a couple other comics. I want to do a roast one day. It could be the roast of John BRECKO. It can be the roast of PJ Morin. I don't give a fuck who it is, but like I want to do that one day because we like did it one time for one of my birthdays. This was actually during the pandemic.
Yeah.
Back when we were doing shows online on Zoom and shit.
Right.
You know, no, I don't miss that, first of all. But, I threw something during my birthday, and I didn't even ask for a roast. That's just what it turned into.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I got to think of some shit off the top of my head just so I could say some shit back. I wasn't looking for this, but this is the direction it's going. And I just literally went off for about 15 minutes.
I would love to be a part of a roast. That's fire.
Yeah, man.
That's fire.
And I remember after the show, it was just a group of us up till 2 a.m.
Jesus.
And yeah, no, because I worked the next night too. That's when I was like, fuck, I gotta go. I'm about to use the rest of my time
Right.
because I sat up and listened to this shit. But yeah, man.
Yeah.
I thought about it recently, and I want to do that one day. So I'm just throwing it out there right now. So for anybody who wants to do it, whether we do it on this show, at a spot somewhere, I definitely want to do a roast one day, 100%.
That's fire.
And it's up to Cookski if he wants to do a roast as well.
Oh, I'm down. I'm in for it.
Oh, man. So I'm thinking the next song that we should play is Men Don't Cry. So before we play the song this time, feel free to share what it's about. Feel free to share where you wrote it if you remember, since you put that out there. And just tell us a little bit about the song.
Yeah, I wrote that at my crib in bed. And it was during
That's better than on the toilet already.
Yeah. It's during a pandemic. And
I'm trying to find a song where he wrote in the bathtub. That should be the next one.
There's none of them, unfortunately. I wrote it after I got the...
He needs that side table, that's why.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I wrote it after I got the vaccine, just to keep my job. And that's one of the lines that I reference in the song. So it was a crazy, surreal moment. Just life just all coming to a head for me. And
watch us all find out he's scared of needles. That's why he made the title.
No, not at all.
Cry.
I'm not. I just was scared of that. But, we here. So it is what it is. But,
right.
Yeah, this song is just about real life situations. Motivated by the pandemic. And also, I think the second verse I delved a lot into my childhood.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, a lot of real shit.
Ruben, are you ready? I see the shiny head moving. This is Men Don't Cry right here on HamiltonRadio.net. Cook Ski here with us. Take a listen.
Hey,
Peace,
hey,
peace.
hey, Cooksy, if you could write a hip song for about John, you know, between
I'm down for
his
that.
differences between Pizza Hut and Wawa, you know.
I hope there's a lot of differences
You
between Pizza Hut and
just
Wawa.
picked two random food places. I don't even eat
They're
Pizza
not even
Hut.
random.
When have you ever seen me eat Pizza Hut, Ruben?
Oh wait, no, I'm sorry, Domino's.
Okay,
Domino's
that's
and
fair.
Wawa. There's distinct differences.
My bad, both the same. Here we
Not
go.
the cheesy bread. You can get big in a jalapeno with that cheese.
Shit. Just like that shit up for the pay, nigga. Drop. Yeah. Fuck more niggas want, man. I done gave niggas everything, yo. I gave you the money talk, the hoes talk, the clothes talk. And gave you that real. Yeah. Fuck with your boy, nigga. Yo, look. Lately I just been at battle with my thoughts. I give in to my insecurities, with that I'm at a loss. So I light it up, inhale it deep and hope that I don't cough. But wear my pride like a new fit, no wonder it tags along. Can't break out my 9 to 5, so I just argue with my boss. Shit, I hope I caught COVID just to give me some time off. Country forced me into things, dog, I had to sacrifice. How I take a vaccine to keep a job that I don't like. How many folks should know that's dead or in jail? Locked up for petty crimes and can't afford to make bail. Homie mama used the script because she ain't feeling well. And what'd he do? He took a script and put them blues up for sale. Yo, life is kinda crazy right now. Me and my old lady contemplate by raising babies in this world that's cold and shady. Our own funds we raising to provide a safe haven. East Coast streets scary, to move to the west we craving. I'm watching other flourish and they all doing amazing. Got a solid 9 to 5, but there's another dream I'm chasing. With thoughts of suicide, I swear to God I might not make it, but I just smile and fake it. Can let them know what I be thinking. I'm a man and I can't cry, dog. I feel it running down my eyes, dog. Shit, I'm a man, no, I can't cry, dog. Now that's just something in my eyes, dog. Sometimes I wanna blow my mind, dog. A part of me, now never mind, boy. Now that's just something in my eyes, dog. Shit, I'm a man, no, I can't cry, dog. Shit. How could you not want me? That thought alone just haunts me. Watch other parents praise their kids, but now you never flaunt me. Sought comfort in others, got love from extended families. You both quit on me and went to start a new family. I remember 5th grade, I had a chat with CPS. Saw my busted lip in class and asked who did it, but I respect, kept my mouth shut. I ain't get no thanks and no praise. If I'm at home feeling afraid, how you expect a good grades? Wait, Lord, please forgive me. Auntie asked me for a kidney. I feel selfish saying no. Now these thoughts are sticking with me. Mismanaged diabetes, all these years is how I cope. My mind goes dark when I light it, I'm scared to smoke. Now I'm binging all this liquor and I'm angry all the time. Between not receiving love and watching love leave me behind. But fuck that sobbing shit, I chase that money, I'll be fine. I'm a man above it all, bitch, I'm distracted by this grind. Cause I'm a man and I can't cry, dog. I feel it running down my eyes, dog. Shit, I'm a man, no, I can't cry, dog. Now that's just something in my eyes, dog. Sometimes I wanna blow my mind, dog. A part of me, now never mind, boy. Now that's just something in my eye, dog. Shit, I'm a man, no, I can't cry, dog. Yeah. Shit, I'm a man, no, I can't cry, boy. Wanna blow my mind, dog. Man, and I can't cry, boy. Now that's just something in my eyes, dog.
All right, that was Men Don't Cry right here on HamiltonRadio.net, channel HR2. Cook Ski in the building with us while we're here.
Peace, peace.
Shout out to Caden Hameha for commenting on the channel. What's up, bro? We appreciate your support.
Peace,
We
peace.
appreciate the support of everybody watching, liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing. If you haven't done any of that, make sure you do so. We are 150 subscribers exactly away from 8,000.
Yeah.
Ruben.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
right.
Nice.
So please
We
help
in
us
here,
get
bro.
to 10,000.
What a whole bunch of wrestling shorts will do for you. I'm pretty sure the last one I made was making fun of Paul Heyman's singing voice. No, man. But we were talking about wrestling a little bit, and the channel has taken a little bit of a turn towards that because that's what's been working. You did mention you were a fan at one point, not so much now. What was the last thing you remember watching?
Shit, man, I have not watched wrestling since I was probably the 8th grade. To be honest with you.
So
damn.
If it helps, I don't want to give away your age. You don't have to tell me, but what year was that?
I'm 34. I don't care.
Okay.
No.
Yeah. Nah. We're pretty close in age. I'm 30.
I think I definitely watched after the Raw and SmackDown split.
Okay.
I definitely watched after that. Damn, I can't really remember, man. It's been so long, bro.
I think you stopped like right around the time I started watching.
Damn.
Because I started watching. This is like the match that got me hooked, and nobody shares this with me. Like, I guarantee you, because I look back at it, I'm like, that is the most awful match anybody could have got hooked on. But I remember I was watching Big Show versus Rob Van Dam.
I've seen that.
Yeah, on that, like, new ECW that they tried to make.
Yes.
And I'm, like, watching the crowd, like, throw trash at the Big Show after he wins, and they're, like, about to riot. Mm-hmm. And to an 11-year-old kid, there must have been something there that looked real.
Yeah. That
kind of made it real, and I'm like, oh shit, I want to watch this.
Nah, you see, like, so for me, when WWE and Raw and SmackDown, that was cool, but so it was WWE, WWF still, they split, right? Yeah, all right, so cool. But I would catch ECW on a random channel on like a Friday night, and it blew my mind because
When was this?
When I was a young kid. These are it was way more.
Was like this like the old ECW?
Dude, they were jumping off of like 90 tables.
Oh yeah, that's the old ECW. Yeah,
that's what I saw when I hear ECW. That's what I think. Because it was insane.
Yeah, no, the one when they tried to remake it, when WWE tried to remake it, it wasn't like that at all.
So when I saw that, so I knew wrestling was fake, but well, it's not because they be getting hurt.
I mean, you can only jump through so many tables.
Yeah, that part was real. But when I saw ECW, I was like, oh, these are the real ones here.
Yeah, man.
I need to see it. Where is this at?
They used to go crazy back in the day.
I was like, yo, where is this at?
Sabu, the Sandman.
Yeah,
all those guys,
man.
Yes,
exactly.
No, Sandman used to bust himself open in the head with a can of beer.
It's insane.
Yeah, no. Sabu was in barbed wire matches. He actually recently wrestled his last match.
Wow, damn, really?
No, yeah, he was still going for a while. He was putting himself through barbed wire in that match. Oh man, like the stuff he put his body through, it was insanity.
Yeah,
because he was scarred up about 20 years ago. So the fact that he was still going on the indies today.
What's that wrestling movie that just came out? The 3-4 brothers. It's like a real life story. Is it the one
Stephen Amell is in?
Yeah.
Okay.
I saw that movie was intense.
I've seen it.
It's intense.
Like I'm pretty sure I've seen like clips of it like on Netflix and stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm blanking on that myself.
Very sad.
The one that I remember. What was that? What was that wrestler? The Ram Jam one.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
Yeah, no, I remember that movie. Yeah. That movie's a classic wrestling movie.
Yeah.
And of course we can't forget about Nacho Libre.
Oh, of course, yeah, Jesus.
That's iconic.
I was about to say that's a classic in its own lane for sure.
Yeah, man. No, man. There's some good wrestling movies out there. But I will say this though, like the stories that I watched today, and just the creative part of it, because I've done a couple indie shows myself, so like I've seen like the process, and I've seen what a lot of the guys go through and how they come back into the locker room and stuff like that. Just seeing where the creative part is when I watch on TV and seeing that, it makes you kind of develop a new appreciation for it.
Yeah, I mean, I watched I watched the whole Vince McMahon documentary.
Oh yeah,
Jesus, I had no idea a lot of that shit was taking place.
It really honestly, I think was like the best thing that could have happened. Because I look at the creative, before we knew, and I look at the creative now.
Right.
And you know, you see it and it's like a whole different world. It's like a night and day difference.
Of course.
Because I remember watching WrestleMania 38,
Mm-hmm.
and it was a good show, but like you would think you're cracked out watching it.
Yeah.
You know, because you're watching Johnny Knoxville wrestle Sami Zayn getting pinned by a giant mousetrap.
It's insane.
Like I'm like, what the fuck is going on right now?
Sounds like an acid trip.
No, it really was. I'm like Vince McMahon had a match with Pat McAfee.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he won by kicking a football into his nuts.
Yeah, that's all. Like, what?
I'm like, where are we going with this, man? Stone Cold Steve Austin came back into the ring.
I heard.
Gave Vince McMahon one of the worst stunners I've ever seen in my life.
Damn, you're making me want to get back into this shit now.
No, like this shit was cracked out. Like it's not gonna look like that much of an acid trip. Like the stories are actually gonna make sense. and I can't believe I'm saying this, but after what I just told you, you might even be a little disappointed.
Why?
You're like this because you're gonna be looking at it like this shit makes sense, man. What the fuck is going on here? Like I was supposed to be here tripping out.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. But I mean, like I was on and off with it, and I think the channel is kind of what brought me back, because I like watched a couple of classic ones, and I was like, what if I throw, you know, a joke in about this clip or a joke in about that clip, and that's how I kind of started putting those together.
Right.
Crazy thing is, the first one that I think actually like got like a shit ton of views, like when I started posting clips, because literally the one that I got the most on before that, it was literally just me joking about a piece of pita bread and me putting like a knife in between it because it looked like somebody's ass.
The most stupidest.
Yeah,
thing,
the stupidest shit is the one that gets the hits.
Yeah, that's life now.
But yeah, no. But after that, it was me making a joke about when Cat Williams was on Shannon Sharp's show, and you know, from there, it just went into wrestling stuff.
That's what's up.
And you know, it was a beautiful thing, man.
That's what's up. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So, I definitely do want to play at least one more song before we get on out of here.
Yeah, yeah. Let's get into.
There's two other ones. You got 5 on it, and you got Right Now.
Let's do Right Now.
Right now? We're going to do it right now.
Yeah.
You hear that, Ruben? Right now.
You saying right now, or is the song's right now?
I'm saying play it right now, right now.
Both.
You know, he does that to me
all
sometimes.
of the
I'll be
above,
like,
Ruben.
right now? Or?
Yo, Ruben, if you think about it, it's the wrong shade. But, like, yo, your head could look like a Scantron answer, draw it in wrong. Like, I just want you to know that. You look
That's
like
okay.
that right now, Ruben.
Right now.
Anyways, we're playing
That's
Right
okay, 'cause
Now
he
by
could take swimming
Cookski
lessons
right
from you.
here on HamiltonRadio.net, channel HR2. Make sure you guys take a listen. You guys have been watching the show. Thank you for your support. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
All right. Here we, and Cooksey, if you need some swimming lessons, he's a good floater.
Nah, I'm already we gonna talk.
Yeah, because he,
We're gonna talk.
he floats.
For obvious reasons.
Here we go. Right now.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah. Hey, it's been a minute, baby. Yeah. Hey, bitch, I need it now. You know what I mean? Hey, you know, I need it now. Yeah. Hey, please forgive me, Lord, for wanting what I can't have. For the dough, I want it bad, and I need this shit fast. It seems that praying for it is a thing of the past. I was counting on my blessings, but I'd rather count cash. Sending all of my prayers above in a new songs. Green was my nuance. Getting out was my influence. Cause if they do storm and flip my couch like a futon, they might find a paraphernalia that got my crew on. Shit, at any rate, me and my niggas been on the paper chase. I hate to say I made enemies while I chased the cake. I sprayed the place, but to my rollie to do it straight away. Rather hire a nigga to clip you like it's an HOA. From the land of the lost, the dreams of being a boss. Got a college degree, but the streets got me involved. Telegram groups called etches, I'm living proof. Tomorrow ain't promise, that's the truth. I'ma get it in my youth, yeah. Fast life, I'm the Shauna rolling style. I well endowed while these niggas in denial. I ain't worried about the who or the why. Tell me what I gotta do to win. inside of my diamond studded new charm. I'm just tryna put my boo on. She waited too long. She stayed around when the group gone. She gon' vouch like a Groupon. VPN proxy service, I have my steps. Digital footprints, tippy toes, quiet as kept. Moving like ballerinas on a private cloud can reach us. Wasn't tryna split my ends. I'm thinking it's alopecia for the paper. I'm egregious by the time the coppers see her. It's see her when they see her. Pull a piece up, tell them ease up. What your average student, only time that they gon' seize us. Keep a small piece for disagreements if they reach us. I do this by myself when I'm making movements. Last dudes with Jabberwockies, man, I seen this crew flip. Just a product of my neighborhood was my influence. To win, I'm like a sneaker raffle. They know I'm a shoe-in. Yeah, yeah. Fast life, I'm the shiner rolling style. I well endowed while these niggas ending out. I ain't worried about the who or the why. Tell me what I gotta do to win. Tell a nigga how. Yeah, so we just shiner rolling style. Cop a new crib, trying to make my family proud. I ain't worried about the who or the why. Tell me what I gotta do to win. Tell a nigga how. Yeah, hey, nah, bitch, I need it now. Put me on the game, Ghost. Yeah, bitch, I need it now. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I need it now.
I hear that.
I'm not lying.
He's laughing because he still knows he can't swim after this.
That's what we were chatting about.
That was Right Now by Cookski here on HamiltonRadio.net, channel HR2. 100%, you should absolutely go check out his Instagram. He's dropping bars on there all the time, nonstop. It's in a whole bunch of his posts. Like, I looked and I scrolled down for a little bit. I maybe found like 1 or 2 posts that wasn't him just spitting.
Just rapping, yeah.
Yeah. No, but if you want to catch just, snippets of his songs, make sure you look on there. Make sure you support this man.
Appreciate it.
And his music 100% any way you can. You had fun on the show?
Yeah, of course, brother.
Yeah.
Yo, thank you, man.
Nah, thank you, man. I appreciate you being here. So, but definitely make sure you check him out. Make sure you follow him on all of his platforms, which I want you to make sure you give to everybody now before I forget.
Yeah, Instagram, cook.ski. TikTok, if you're into that, cook.ski as well. YouTube, cookski music. Very, very, very simple.
I gotta make sure I subscribe to that.
Of course, man. I'm subscribed here, so.
Damn, I ain't shit. I see how it is. All right, but anyways, I'm John BRECKO, host of Hot Tag Takes here on HamiltonRadio.net, channel HR2. Shout out to Ruben and his shiny head from the booth to my left and the new production setup to my right. And shout out to this man for coming on the show, Cookski.
Appreciate you.
Love to have you back on at some point. Once again, thank you for coming on.
Appreciate
100%
you, brother. Thank
appreciate
you.
it.
Yes.
We'll be back next week, guys. Until then, deuces.
Peace.